In the CBS sitcom Young Sheldon, the audience is transported into a deeply nostalgic version of late 1980s and early 1990s East Texas, where the Cooper family resides. But where exactly do they live? While many viewers are familiar with Sheldon Cooper's intellectual quirks and scientific brilliance from The Big Bang Theory, Young Sheldon pulls back the curtain to show us where it all began, a small town called Medford, Texas. But is Medford real? What does their house look like? What does the setting say about the Coopers? Let's take a creative walk through the dusty streets, picket fences, and fried chicken dinners of Sheldon's hometown to better understand where, and how, the Cooper family lives. Welcome to Medford, Texas, sort of. In the world of Young Sheldon, the Coopers live in Medford, a fictional small town in East Texas. The choice of location is no accident. East Texas is often characterized by its humid weather, conservative values, vast flat landscapes, and a strong sense of community tied together with Baptist churches, high school football, and a slower way of life. It's a place where everybody knows everybody, and reputations, good or bad, stick around like the lingering scent of barbecue smoke. Sheldon, of course, is a bit of an alien in this environment. While the rest of the town obsesses over football and church potlucks, young Sheldon is busy reading quantum physics textbooks and asking uncomfortable questions during Sunday school. His uniqueness is accentuated by the town's deeply traditional setting. Although Medford itself is fictional, the show's creators have gone to great lengths to make it feel authentic. With wide streets, mom-and-pop shops, diners, and that unmistakable Texas charm, it paints a believable portrait of life in a rural southern town during the late 20th century. The Cooper family house. More than just a backdrop. The Cooper household is a central location in Young Sheldon, not just physically but emotionally. It's where family arguments unfold over meatloaf dinners, where Sheldon builds scientific experiments in the garage, and where Georgie sneaks in after curfew. The house is a character in its own right. The house itself is a modest, single-story suburban home, nothing extravagant, but filled with the character of a working-class family. It reflects the Coopers' socioeconomic status and the values they hold. There's a front porch with a swing, a backyard with enough space for a barbecue or a teenage meltdown, and interiors decorated with 80s-style furniture, crocheted blankets, and a TV that still uses knobs. Mary, the matriarch, keeps the house orderly, with a mix of religious symbolism and Southern charm throughout. George Sr., the high school football coach, is often seen resting in his armchair in front of the television. Their bedroom, modest and cozy, suggests a long marriage built on shared experiences, despite its flaws. The children's bedrooms are equally telling. Sheldon's room is neat, organized, and filled with books and science paraphernalia. It's a stark contrast to Georgie's room, filled with posters, clothes on the floor, and signs of teenage rebellion. Missy's room, shared at times or adjacent to Sheldon's, shows a girl trying to find her own identity while growing up in her brother's long shadow. Filming location. Behind the scenes. While the show is set in Texas, the actual filming of Young Sheldon takes place in California, on sound stages at Warner Brothers Studios in Burbank. The creators have done an incredible job of replicating the feel of Texas through carefully designed sets, exterior facades, and some on-location shooting. The exterior shots of the Cooper family home are filmed on the Warner Brothers backlot, specifically in an area designed to mimic suburban America. The house is a dressed-up facade that audiences never see fully in real life, but it's convincingly rendered on screen thanks to camera angles and post-production. Inside, everything, from the kitchen to the bedrooms, is built on a soundstage, allowing for full camera movement and lighting. The warmth of the house comes not only from the set design but from how the actors inhabit it. It's full of subtle details. Fridge magnets, worn couches, hand-sewn curtains, elements that make the Cooper home feel lived in and real. Life in East Texas. Culture clash and comfort zones. Part of what makes Young Sheldon compelling is the ongoing culture clash between Young Sheldon and the environment he's growing up in. His family, particularly his mother Mary and grandmother Meemaw, try to keep him grounded in Southern values. But Sheldon, with his towering intellect and social cluelessness, often views his home life as an obstacle to scientific enlightenment. Still, the home in Medford is also a place of safety. No matter how much Sheldon may bristle at its rules and rituals, it's also where he finds unconditional love, support, and, though he may not always admit it, comfort. The Coopers' house is also a space of contradictions. It holds conservative beliefs and progressive ideas under one roof. Mary is a devout Christian, while Sheldon is a budding atheist. Georgie pursues money and entrepreneurship, while Sheldon pursues academia. These tensions are what make the show feel more than just a sitcom. They feel like real family dynamics, messy, funny, frustrating, and always evolving. The importance of place in Young Sheldon. Location in storytelling isn't just about geography, it's about mood, context, and meaning. In Young Sheldon, Medford and the Cooper house are not just places the characters inhabit, they're extensions of who they are. For Sheldon, Medford is both the origin of his genius and the crucible of his discomfort. It's where his intellect is first misunderstood, but also where it first blooms. For George Sr., it's a town where he can be a big fish in a small pond, a respected coach and community figure. For Mary, it's where faith and motherhood intersect. And for Meemaw, it's a place she's seen change over decades, yet she still walks into the Cooper house like she owns the place. As the series progresses, the importance of this small town home becomes clearer. It's where Sheldon first discovers his love for science, where he experiences the trials of adolescence, and where, despite everything, he is loved. Final thoughts. So where do the Coopers live? Technically, in fictional Medford, Texas, a lovingly crafted version of small-town East Texas. Realistically, they live on a soundstage in Burbank. But emotionally, the Coopers live in a space that feels familiar to millions. The kind of home where the furniture might be outdated but the memories are fresh, where laughter and yelling happen in the same breath, and where everyone, no matter how eccentric, belongs. In a way, the Cooper family home isn't just in Texas, it's in the hearts of viewers who recognize pieces of their own families in every line of dialogue and dinner table squabble. And that's what makes it truly special. Would you like this rewritten in a more journalistic tone, or formatted as a blog post with headings and images?